Welcome to Sports Talk with the Cowboy.
Welcome, and thanks for riding with the Cowboy. Got great news about the Tampa Bay Lightning. They defeated the Florida Panthers 4-0 in the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. The 4-0 sweep by the Lightning over the Florida Panthers. So Tampa's going to get much needed rest for a few days to wait and see who wins between the New York Rangers and the Carolina Hurricanes to the Eastern Conference Finals. And we'll also be monitoring out west to see who we're going to play. But for the Lightning, they played great games, 4 straight games, beat Florida twice down Miami, twice in Amalie Arena in Tampa. And it was a marvelous victory by the Lightning to sweep them in 4 straight games. They've seemed to click, and things seem to be moving real well for them. They look in the Stanley Cup form as they did the last 2 years when they brought the Cup back to Tampa. They looked real well. They played real hard. Defensively, they played well. Of course, as you know, our goalie is the greatest that there is. Vasilevsky is the greatest goalie in NHL, no question. Played well, took a lot of block shots. Maroon, Stamkos, Hedman, every player contributed. Every player contributed to these 4 victories. Very great victory, playoff victory, sweep of the Florida Panthers. Now, for the Tampa Bay Lightning, they have a few days to rest, and then this time of year in hockey, that's a great thing. So we're going to be watching the Ranger-Carolina Hurricane series. Hope that it goes 7 and even overtime past that so that they wear themselves out before we get to play us. And we get in there and beat them. So we're going to continue to monitor the playoffs for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Now we're going to go to the National Football League and the OTAs taking place in Tampa. Some news out of there. Some of the players, Logan Hall, our big defensive lineman, is trying to assimilate himself at the center of the line where Donovan Sue played. We still have no word on Donovan Sue whether he will be re-signed or not. And a lot of other players acclimate themselves to the Buccaneers and the way the Bucs do. We have a lot of undrafted free agents out there. We have a 90-man roster going into training camps. So all these players are out there acclimating themselves into the system so that they'll have a fair shot when training camp starts to try to make the 53-man roster at the beginning of the season. So there's a lot of things going on over there. Kyle Trask is getting some work at quarterback. Ryan Griffin, of course, has been with us many years. He's getting quarterback time. So is Brain Gabbert. Tom Brady, like we said before, has been out a couple times, but he hasn't been lately out there. OTAs will end in a few days, so that's about all we have. We do know of Tom Brady and Ron Gronkowski playing softball together, shagging balls and hitting balls back and forth to each other at a baseball field there in Tampa. So they've been in contact, and Ron Gronkowski's been in Tampa with Brady out there hitting each other balls just for fun. So I'm sure Gronk's trying to get himself ready in a different way than to go out there in the OTAs. I'm confident he'll be back. It's a money situation with Adonis Sue and him, but I'm confident about Gronk. We've had sources, and we're going to stick here at the Cowboys Talk Show that Gronk is a for sure, except for the signature. We would be shocked if it would be any different. Adonis Sue a little bit different. We'll keep you posted on what's going on out there. And now we're going to go to the Tampa Bay Rays. They have a series this week, Memorial Day weekend, with the New York Yankees and Tropicana Field. A big series, Eastern Conference competitor. Always the Yankees and the Red Sox. Anything in the East together is a big series. And Memorial Day weekend brings us out for the first weekend of summer. And so it's going to be a big weekend. Tropicana Field, New York Yankees, Tampa Bay Rays. Wander Franco being watched a little bit for some soreness. So don't want to overwork him, but we got to put him in a series like this. We've been batting a little bit better. Kevin Kiermaier's been moved to the leadoff spot, and he's been hitting a lot better than he was when he was down in the lineup. But we got to get the offense and the pitching at the same time, and maybe get some confidence building by playing the red-hot New York Yankees this weekend, Memorial Day weekend. So we'll follow the Rays this weekend, and y'all in Tampa, let's get out and support the Rays. Go on to Tropicana Field, enjoy that air conditioning, and watch that game. And so now we're going to go to the United States Football League. And Week 6 is over, and the Birmingham Stallions still sit at the top. They defeated the Michigan Panthers this last week. Our Tampa Bay Bandits were defeated by the Philadelphia Stars. It was a good game, as you know. Our quarterback, Tamu, threw a a good long bomb pass down to a receiver that took it to inside the 5-yard line. We had 4 shots at a touchdown to tie it, and we didn't get it done. So anyhow, Tamu played pretty well. He had some touchdowns, and he did have some interceptions, but he played real well for Tamu. Again, this is the USFL, and it is what it is. It was very sad to see us not score that touchdown. He just flat overthrew the receiver. There wasn't even a close call in reception. But we'll continue to watch the Bandits. They play again this week, and they're at 3-3 now, and going into week 7, we need to make a push. The Birmingham Stallions still ahead, 6-0, by beating the Michigan Panthers last week. So that's what we did this week when the USFL. We'll continue to watch it this week, the week 7 action. And then we're going to go a little bit about the Memorial Day weekend traditions in sports here on Sports Talk with the Cowboy. And one of the great traditions of Memorial Day weekend, the Sunday prior to Memorial Day every year, is the running of the Monaco Grand Prix Formula One race in the Kingdom of Monaco on the French Riviera through the tiny kingdom. And the king and queen and princes and royalty sit and watch the race as it runs through their streets. That will take place, as it does always, Sunday before Memorial Day, this weekend, 7 a.m. Then at noon, the oldest race in the world, the Indianapolis 500, will take place in Indianapolis, Indiana. No need to say about the Indianapolis 500 how tradition is. It's one of the only things in sports where the trophy grows because your picture is embalmed on the trophy. So for every year, the trophy physically grows. That's just a little trivia fact we'll throw out about the Indy 500. And then NASCAR will run its Coca-Cola 600, the longest NASCAR race of the year, the finale race of the day, at 6 o'clock Eastern Time on Memorial Day Sunday. So I just want to throw that out as the tradition of sports racing and the racing all over the world, and the big Indianapolis 500 and the Coca-Cola 600 on the Sunday prior to Memorial Day, the big weekend for auto sports this coming weekend. And so now I'm going to take some questions and answers, and the first question is from Tammy, and she wanted to know about Braden Point's injury and have heard anything about his recovery. I have not, Tammy, heard anything about Braden Point's recovery. I expected to see him if the series, maybe with the Panthers, would have went on a little bit longer, but it didn't go. He had a lower body injury. He skated off the ice. No one has seen him in a boot or a cast. We haven't been said that he's got a broken leg or has any kind of permanent injury that would put him out for the remainder of the Stanley Cup run. So I believe this week, or these days that we've got now between now and when we play the Rangers or the Hurricanes, is going to be great beneficiary to him. If we can get in there, and nobody knows the actual extent of his injury, so just all, we haven't been told it's broken, so we'll just be pleased with that, Tammy. Anything we hear, we'll pass on to you, and God bless you for your support, Tammy. And the next one's from Ralph, and Ralph wanted to know what I thought about the Jacksonville Jaguars. I've seen Ralph today personally, and he asked me, there was a group of 9 Jacksonville Jaguar fans. They were all heading back to Duval County, and Ralph said, what about the Jacksonville Jaguars? And Ralph, the Jacksonville Jaguars are on the right path. Doug Peterson is the right coach. He's the coach that will lead you to the promised land. He led the Philadelphia Eagles there to the Super Bowl 3 years ago, and he's going to lead you guys and the Jaguars to the Super Bowl one of these days. He's got this team going the right direction, and you hadn't even played a game. You'll see a difference. Duval County will be pleased with what they see next fall. The Cowboy and Sports Talk with the Cowboy, you heard it here first. In May, look out for the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're going to win some games, Ralph. God bless you, Ralph. Thank you for your question. What you got for me, DJX?
Well, Cowboy, you know how we do it. Larry Brown Sports Report. Jordan Love shares honest reaction to Aaron Rodgers' new contract.
Well, Jordan Love, has to know that with the long-term deal that Aaron Rodgers signed, guaranteed, he's going to sit the bench for 5 years. No question. And he, as we all know about the Jordan Love thing, Jordan Love, they say, he's never been given a chance. Jordan Love was given a chance. We've seen Jordan Love, what he can do. He's not Aaron Rodgers. Let's be realistic. He couldn't carry Aaron Rodgers' cleats. This guy's a developmental quarterback at best. It was the bust pick. What I don't like about these general managers, when they pick somebody, they pick them high, and they pay them all this money, and they just don't pan out, they just don't want to come out and tell you. He's a bust. I ain't saying he's a bust. He couldn't play somewhere else. You don't see anybody going to Green Bay say, please trade me Jordan Love. He's not going to play. He wants to go. Nobody wants to do that. Well, I wonder why. Okay, wonder why that is. If he's so, but he understands what that means when he signed that guaranteed contract. Not to say he would not come in and play if Aaron Rodgers was injured. This can happen, as we all know. This can happen. And maybe in 2 or 3 years, Aaron Rodgers' skills diminish to the point where we'll just write it off. And Jordan Love, you had all these years to develop, and you're ready to go in there, and you go in there and win a Super Bowl. So I'm not going to say, Jordan Love, you can't win it. God bless you, Jordan Love. Do what you can. But honestly, I like what you had to say because you realize, as we all mostly do, that the long 5-year guaranteed $230 million, almost $250 million, guaranteed money. He's going to be playing.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he's going to be playing. At least he's going to be starting if he can.
Okay. Yard Barker. David Njoku closing in on massive contract extension.
He should. He's earned it, and he should get that contract extension, and he will get it. And I'm sure if they're smart, they'll go ahead and give it to him now before prices go up.
All right. Touchdown wire. Al Michaels to call NFL playoff games for NBC.
Well, that's great. Al Michaels is the voice of the NFL for many, many years, and it'll be good to hear his voice in that booth. Kind of get used to listen to the voices in that booth, and Al Michaels is a distinctive voice, and that'd be something good for us to enjoy.
Former Lions running back Bro Scarborough wins USFL Offensive Player of the Year.
Well, he's been running real well in the United States Football League. He was a back that played for the Lions in a lower capacity, not a starter. But he has done real well with the United States Football League this year. And he's ran the ball real well and been a multifaceted player. And good for him and good for the USFL to have talent. And he really has really showcased his talents.
Okay. All right. Birmingham Stallions moved to 6-0 wins over 1-5 Michigan.
Well, the Birmingham Stallions won that game the other night. When they went 6-0, I knew right then that the contender is no longer in doubt. Who the contender to beat the United States Football League is, the Birmingham Stallions. They find a way to win one way or the other. The other team gets close enough to almost beat them and win. And that's all that matters. So, yes, congratulations to Birmingham. 6-0.
Oh, yeah.
6-0 going to the game 7.
I know a lot of people rooting for them, too.
And the fans of Birmingham, like we said before, with the stadium being there, they root for them, too.
They're the crowd favorite.
And I think that helps them play. We've said it before here, and we'll say it again. Stadium fans of your particular team's fans in your city, in your stadium, rooting you on helps. Okay? Birmingham gets that little help.
Wait till we get our stadium.
That's right. Yeah, we get back to Tampa. We get back to Tampa Stadium, then we have Bandit fans in the stands at Tampa Stadium, and then
that'll give them a little more momentum.
It won't hurt. Never did in high school, never did in college, and never did in pro.
Right. That's all I got for you tonight, Cowboy.
Well, God bless you, DJX.
God bless you, too.
And God bless every single one of you that support this show. Thank you for your support. Continue to support. Continue to share. And continue to leave your comments, because we really, really would appreciate your comments. And we appreciate every one of you that have already asked us questions, because your questions are something that we enjoy doing, and we get your feedback. So God bless each and every one of you that send the comments, and you continue to do that. Until next week, God bless you, and Cowboy out.